Thank you. It's nice to have you here, Mr. NEPRAVISTA, architect. I would like to ask you two questions about the future of architecture. How do you see the architecture in the future?
My opinion it is that every time, forever has been future architecture.
Definitely, but
And 400,000 years before that human beings start to create their habitat, they were talking for future architecture. Recently, what is the future?
recently, yeah.
It is how to solve the problems of nowadays with the perspective of problems that the world has now, like climate change, disaster risk. We are facing now a lot of problems in our world, and the improvement of technology have reached this phase that we are searching for solution for sustainable development and for taking care about this problematics.
Like in Albania, we still use technology in building, in construction, which is still a bit not at the same level as in Europe or in other countries. How? What can we do to be like more environmental friendly, or what do you, with your advice to the new architects, to young architects, towards to implement, to be more friendly to new strategies or new technology or new way of thinking in order to have a better building environment?
Using the modern technology need money.
You need money at first, but then you get
money
it after.
first. And our problems is that our country it is still with few economic resources. It doesn't have enough economic resources, and this has been the problem of this transition period. That our buildings were using raw materials and not high-tech technologies. One of the advices it is sometime to turn back to our heritage. We are talking for sustainable building.
Yeah.
In fact, our story tells that our ancients have created some wonderful buildings, like Girocastra house, that they have a lot of elements of sustainable development, like use of water, heating, etc. New technologies can help can reach faster the aim of protection of energy, sustainable, but needs resources. Nowadays, Albania is going to be developed, and a lot of companies, European companies, are present in our market, and new branches of construction economy it's growing up. And we see now the advance in this field. Our projects now, it is more easy for us, like architects, to convince the investor to make a double skin facade, to make an isolated facade.
They are more aware of, no?
More aware about because and the more possibility of financing their construction. They can sell with higher price now than before.
Well, the most interesting part was looking back into the history. So you find some elements that we can reuse it without not spending so much money in order to build qualitative architecture. So probably we'll need to push ourselves and new generation toward that direction. It's an interesting topic. We should work together in order to build more awareness of that.
We need a lot of discussion because the discussion of future, high technology, this is sure that we can reach the objective. But we need to think how to make sustainable. Does it mean that with the resources that we have, we can create better environment for our citizens?
And actually, Albania has great resources in order, like climatic. I'm talking about, like water, sun, everything. And if we
yes, we have wood, for example, that we are using not so much because of our tradition. Our building need to be strong enough.
Concrete,
and these are resources that need to enter in our market and to be present. Recent earthquake,
unfortunately,
it's bringing new thoughts about how to build fast and sustainable. And there are a lot of proposals. Some of them are wood construction, which sometimes for population they are adapt a little bit.
Yeah, they are not used to, so that's why. Well, I like the picture, so we should work towards that. The action point, the history together with technology.
I think that these forums of architects bringing here experiences from different parts of the world, different architecture studios that they are working in Tirana are bringing some new tips of modernization and the technology development, which for our school of architecture as Albanian school need to learn about. We are reading in the books and we are teaching the students, but the reality sometimes it is different. Sometimes interesting it is, and the shift to the developers. If a local studio is telling that high technology is aware for their building, sometimes they are not convinced, but if a star architect tells the story...
Well, that's the power of a brand, so if you build up a brand, it can work everywhere, so we need to build up
and just we are going step by step to improve the quality and the standards of our buildings.
Yeah. Continuous workshop, continuous knowledge, continuous education, I think it's the key.
Yes, this is forever.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Faleminderit.